She bad, 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 she bad. Gucci bag, Gucci bag, Gucci bag, Fendi bag, Prada bag, Louis bag, Gucci bag, Gucci bag, Birkin bag. She in the bag, she drip, she swag, never mad, she glad.
Hey, welcome to the first episode of the relaunch of Red Couch Conversations. Listen here, y'all. Did y'all just see Breezy snap me like... She just snapped me like, hey, get your shit together because we are now live. Y'all, I just want to tell y'all, first of all, y'all know I do Red Couch Conversations and y'all know that it is my passion. Y'all know that I love to get on a microphone. I love to get in front of a camera and I love to talk shit. So I was doing Red Couch Conversations and it was like I had Breezy on my show and she said that she was going to be doing her own podcast. And you know, you hear a lot of people that say that they're gonna do podcasts and it kind of like drag along or whatever, you know, because in order for you to put out a quality podcast, you got to have the right equipment and all that type of stuff. But that's not to discourage anyone because, honey, when I was doing my shit at the house, I had phones propped up here just like it is over here now. Okay, this motherfucker is propped all the way up. Okay, all the way up. So it's not to discourage anybody, but I just didn't have I just had a lot of stuff that I wanted to do, like being able to stream on different platforms and everything and go live with on different places. So Breezy, I seen where she had posted that the God basically had made an opportunity, gave you an opportunity to get you a podcast studio and an office space or whatever in order for you to do your podcast. So I called this motherfucker like, did God say something about me? Did he mention my name? Because I need to be on that blessing too, honey. So let's think about
you
what
was the first one that said something
I promise you, because I had the idea of because in Detroit they have a place called Podtastic. Shout out to Podtastic. And my girl, she does a show there, Rita D. Shout out to Rita D, the Herbal Tea Podcast. And they have a podcast and they go on there and they rent like a space and it has like an engineer and it's like really a nice setup. And I absolutely loved it. I was a guest on her shit. I was so ghetto, y'all. Listen.
It's okay.
I want to apologize to Rita D for when I came on her show. I was ghetto than a motherfucker because I'm just so used to being on other people's podcasts because I was on Dear Black Folks podcast that's also available on all platforms. And you could hear us and you couldn't see us. So a lot of people don't consider podcasts when you can see people. You know what I'm saying? They just say that you're going live. So when I was on her show, I got up, I was unplugging phones, moving shit around, propping shit up here. And listen, no, they could see me. They could see me. I didn't realize that. The engineer was sitting there looking like, what is this ghetto bitch doing? I was all unplugging shit like, don't worry about it. They was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm telling y'all, I was doing too much. I was absolutely doing too much, but it is what it is. I'm better now. Yes. I've grown up. I've matured. Yes. Ain't God good. Right, ain't God good, honey. But some of y'all may remember Breezy she was on my show that I did with the LGBTQ plus community. And that's like my favorite show. That is like my favorite show because it was that day. Yes, because it was super informative. It was a lot of things that, a lot of myths that go on about the LGBT community. And I just I had opportunity to ask the question. So it was a great show. It's my favorite show. Too. I'm trying to tell you, I was trying to ask all the questions. Thank you very much. But anyway, so what you been up to? Like, how's things been with you though?
Well, it's been busy, of course, getting everything situated as far as the office, setting things up. I mean, we're still getting things together, but we're better off than what we were last week.
Listen, when I came here because she had me come up on Tuesday. On Tuesday, it looks a lot different than it did then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I told you, thank you to the wife. Thank you to the wife. But you know what? Like I told Breezy, it's a work in progress. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like Rome was not built in a day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's going to be some things that's going to work this week that ain't going to work that week. So I just want to tell you, sister, that I, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for this opportunity.
Absolutely.
And I know that big things are going to be in your future. And hey, just take your time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, slow and steady wins the race. You know what I'm saying? Because you have some people that do shit and they do it fast, and that shit don't. My daddy always say, you shit fast, you don't shit long.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's right.
So as long as you doing something, then you okay. So anyway, I heard that you had let her know what you want. Shout out. Yeah, let me know. My sister be moderating her. She is my producer. Oh, that's my producer, my executive producer of my Facebook page. Okay, my sister don't play. Okay, she be tagging people. She be telling them like, hey, let her know what you want, shout it out or whatever. She be on it. Let me see if I can pin my sister comment. All right. So anyway, so listen. Let me tell you what I've been up to. Baby, I have been dating in Dallas. That's where I have been. But I don't even want to say that I've been dating, because the Lord said that if you don't look for somebody, that they will come along. So I have been telling myself I'm not looking for nobody, and I just been in a monogamous relationship with my Rose, and I've been pretty much enjoying it. Mind you, I went out of town and I couldn't remember if I took my Rose with me or if I hid it from the cleaning lady. I didn't know, and I have been at home for the last week and a half without my Rose.
So you've been roseless.
Oh, bitch, I've been upset. I've been feeling some kind of way. And that would leads me to telling y'all about the guy that... So, y'all, I did a live the other day, and I was saying that I have given up on dating. I am not going to... I'm just gonna concentrate on me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna even worry about meeting somebody or anything, because I swear, you know, when you meet people, you automatically feel like, so what is this going to, you know, what is this going, where's this going to go? Where's this going to lead? And sometimes I think that we may think a little bit more into it than we should, but baby, I'm trying to tell you this. The motherfuckers that I've been meeting, they should be like Bob Barker. They should help control the pet population and be spayed or motherfucking neutered. Okay? These motherfuckers should not be able to reproduce. It should be against the law for these motherfuckers to reproduce. I'm trying to tell you, y'all, I don't know if I'm in the wrong places or what, but I'm just gonna ask sweet baby Jesus, Father God, to just build a fence around me, God damn it, because the people that I have been meeting lately have been a complete motherfucking mess. Okay, so anyway, I told you I went live the other day, and I was telling y'all that I went from one situation where I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say anything too much about that, because me and this person are kind of like on speaking terms or whatever the case may be. So I'm not going to put him out there like that. But just say this, that the motherfucker did something. Then he ghosted me. That's what I don't understand. The motherfucker ghosted me. And then the second situation, the reason why I feel like I'm going to say something about it is because he ghosted me too. So I'm starting to think it's me. I'm up in this motherfucker like what the fuck? Like, what is really going on? Because these motherfuckers is ghosting me, and I feel like they should be privileged.
Yeah, privileged
to talk to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay?
Yeah.
I swear to God. Like, I used to be able to put my leg behind my head, motherfucker. I'm going to get a shirt that say that. I used to be able to put my leg behind my head. This coochie is aged and good, okay? So, anyway, I met this guy at my building.
Oh, that's where you messed up.
Yeah, but my building is a commercial building. You know, I live in a commercial building, so they have businesses inside. They have stores. They have all kinds of stuff, barbershops, hair salons, everything. They have them in. So I met him. I was leaving out of my building. I was going to do a reel, because I be trying to, when I be looking cute, I be trying to do reels. Okay. So I try to do at least 2 reels when I'm cute. So anyway, he came over to me and he was like, hey, so what are you doing? I was like, I'm doing a reel. And so he was like, okay. He was like, well, I don't mean to bother you for too long. I don't want to bother you for too long. He was like, but can I get your number? He was like, what is it that you do? I was like, I just, I do a little podcast, blah, 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 I'm like, and I got a little bit of a social media following and everything. Mm-hmm. So I was like, what do you do? He was like, well, I'm into music. So it was a younger guy with him and they had a camera and everything or whatever. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe they up here and he's like a producer or whatever, because I am 46 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would say that he probably was in his early or to mid 50s.
Oh,
okay. He was like because he was older than me. So I'm gonna say, because I know what my sister is 52. So he looked like he may have been older than her. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna say early to mid 50s. So anyway, I like, okay, he was, nice dress, clean cut or whatever, looking like he aged pretty well, guy, nice dress, So I'm like, okay, I gave him my number, but I wasn't really like interested, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you call me, you call me. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
So he ended up calling me. It probably was like 2 weeks later, right? So I'm like, he called me. He was like, hey, I met you at your building and everything. He was like, he didn't say my building because he ain't know I lived in the building, but he was like, I met you over at the building or whatever. And I was just, I know it took me a while to call you, but I just wanted to, get to know you, whatever. So I'm like, okay, we talked, we did small talk. So he was like, well, tell me about yourself. So I try not to tell too much. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll be like, I'm single. I don't have any children. I work in logistics is what I say.
Yeah.
And, I'm originally from Detroit and blah, 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 blah. That's about it. I'll be saying. So he was like, oh, okay. I was talking to him when I was on my way over here to do the podcast, test around at a podcast. So he was like, I was like, well, let me call you back because I'm about to go into this podcast studio. I'm like, my girl just opened a podcast studio and I'm about to go in here and check it out.
Right.
So y'all know when I came in here, he called me immediately.
Yeah, he did.
When I got in here, he called me immediately. He was like, yeah, I know that you're in a podcast, whatever, at the podcast studio. He was like, but listen, I want to pay for your podcast. What? I'm like, what are you? I'm like, listen, I'm busy right now. Yeah, but baby, just let me know how much everything gonna cost, and I'm gonna pay for it. So I'm like, okay, you doing too much, whatever. I'll just talk to you later. So I go home, and as soon as I walk through the door, he called me. Right?
Again?
He called me again. As soon as I got home. So when I get home, he called me and he was like, hey, baby, did you make it home yet? He was like, I want to talk to you about paying for your podcast. I'm like, listen, I just walked in the door. I'm like, let me give you a call back. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, baby. He was like, but, I've been out and I've been drinking and everything and I'm feeling good. And I just want to let you know, you a fine motherfucker. And I just want to, talk to you or whatever. And just let me know if there's anything that I could do for you. What you drink, baby? I was like, I drink light liquor or whatever. He was like, light? I know I said I drink white liquor. He was like, white liquor? What is white liquor? I was like tequila, Tito's, and he was like, clear. So is that a Texas thing? Because this motherfucker.
Well, I don't know. I'm not from Texas. I mean, I just hear other people say
clear liquor.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said white. That's what we say in Detroit. So he was like, well, let me buy you that. I'm like, listen, you was doing too much. You don't offer to pay for my podcast. You don't offer to buy me liquor now. I'm like, allow me to get to know you.
First.
I'm like, I don't even know who you are. I don't want to be accepting gifts from you, and I don't know who you are. So he was like, I was like, matter of fact, send me a picture because I don't even remember what you look like. Okay. I was like, just send me a picture of you because I really don't remember who you look like. I mean, what you look like. So when I said that, he said, well, listen, I feel kind of bad because I'm drinking. I'm like, oh, this nigga about to send me a dick pic. Hurry up because I don't got my phone in my hand. If you're going to send me a dick pic, send it right now. So I'm like, but anyway, so I'm just like, I was like, he was like, well, I feel kind of bad on what I'm about to send you because I've been drinking. He was like, but I want you. He was like, but I'm about to send you something. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay. I'm standing there watching the phone. Y'all, he sent me a YouTube link.
That's not him.
He sent me a YouTube link, y'all. He is a 60-year-old rapper.
What?
He is a rapper. He is a rapper. And the rap song that he was rapping at the time when he sent it to me, it was a gospel rap song. Oh. But hold on. So I'm like, this motherfucker is a rapper. Like, he like, and I'm like, maybe I don't know him. Because I don't know a lot of rappers, but I know for one thing for sure and two things for certain, this motherfucker better not be trying to get his career off the ground at no 60 years old. The only way that I could approve of him being a 60-year-old rapper is if he got signed to Cash Money when he was 20 and he had to do a 40-year bid, and then he came home and he got all these rhymes that he trying to get on wax before his contract is up. Mm-hmm. That's the only way I can be okay with a 60-year-old rapper, but I cannot. So I'm like, let me see who this motherfucker is. Y'all, the next songs was yeah, bitch, did this, and yeah, motherfucker, I'll crack you in the head, then I shoot you in the face. Whoa. I'm like, how the fuck do this even go together? Like, his shit was like, so the gospel song must have been like I Need Love to LL Cool J type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know how LL Cool J had his I'm Dead. You know what I'm saying? And then he had the I Need Love. Yeah. So the gospel song was that. But listen, y'all, I be goddamn if I go out with a 60-year-old rapper. And not only that, in the comments, these kids was clowning him. They was like, is this the geriatric department of the record label? They was like... Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you this: did he be sounding good with his music? I mean, but I mean by sound good lyrically, was it? Breezy, I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth. I'm gonna go listen to it again and maybe right because I was busy like this. So you don't even know if his music was even good. I can't tell you. You gonna get past the 60 I immediately sent the link to my girl. And she was like, bitch, he talking about robbing somebody. I was like, bitch, I didn't even know that. I didn't get that far. Like, all I know is that I had to tell somebody. I think I sent the link to my sister. I sent the link to my girl. I just could not even fathom. Like, I mean, and then not only that, nigga, rappers getting killed now. Surely. So you want to be a rapper and you in there talking about you about to rob somebody? Like, my shit sent a dick. I would have rather a dick pic, but the way these blood pressure pills are set up, that motherfucker might have been a limp noodle. So maybe he was better off sending me the rap video. But all I know is that at this point, I am really thinking that do y'all got any openings over there with y'all at the LGBT community? Are y'all accepting applications over there? Because goddamn it, I'm giving up over on this side. Okay, if y'all got some openings, I might want to come for an interview. If y'all got an open house, can I come walk around and look and see what's going on? Because this shit is getting bad. It's getting bad over on our side. I'm just saying. It's like he want to be something that motherfuckers is killing. You know what I'm saying? But he is like, he got chains, got the gold teeth and all that. And like, 60? Yes, bitch, I would have rather for him to be a civil rights leader. I just don't understand why he would want to be a motherfucking rapper. A rapper? Girl, no commercial. Okay, y'all, listen. We about to cut and go to a commercial. We about to go pay some of these bills. Okay, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more about this, and then we're going to get on to the main conversation. So we're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back at y'all.
I spent the last 7 years of my life living out my wildest dreams. Bianca, Rocky, my dad. This was built on their shoulders. Hey, my man, can I help you?
Let me get an autograph.
Nah, I ain't signing an autograph, but you get off my car.
You don't remember me, huh? Damien. How long were you locked up?
18 years, bro. Just got out last week.
Glad to have you back out, huh?
I know I've been away a long time, but I kept myself in shape. I still got gas in the tank.
Come by the gym. Thank you.
Curious what happened with you two?
I didn't tell you. We was like brothers. I was the best, though. But I never got a chance to prove that.
That's cute.
I know what you're doing, Donnie. You don't owe this dude nothing.
Damien's fighting the world and he's trying to hurt people.
I vouch for you. You think you mad? Try spending half your life in a cell. Watching somebody else live your life. I'm coming for everything.
You threatening me?
Something is going on with you.
Damien was like family.
Now we past talking.
Then maybe you just have to find him.
Do what I gotta do. Some of my methods you might disagree with me. These are family ties. I recognize mine. I know that they needed me. Traumatic stress, watch it manifest. Got my only fear. I ain't scared of that. Did you hear me yet? I ain't scared of that. Did you hear me yet?
Grind card valid. I say my grind card valid. Grind card valid. I say my grind card valid. I say my grind card valid. Grind card valid. I say my grind card valid. Sweet. The whipper automatic, you can catch me out in traffic. Back doing flips, yeah, the money acrobatic. And my grind card valid, yeah, my grind card valid. I say my grind card valid, yeah, my grind card valid. You can ask about us, dawg, we don't do no capping. We really bout our business, nah, we ain't on it rapping. And my grind card valid, yeah, my grind card valid. I say my grind card valid, yeah, my grind card valid.
Yeah, my grind card valid. Grinding hard like that.
Big Sweets, not the little one. Your fave D is Dub Nail Tech. Cause I'm B.I.G. Sweets, nail to the scene. Back up on the beat, come to slay your nails and your feet. Long curves, square stiletto, show whichever you prefer. Got the skills that's gon' pay the bills and I'ma keep it real. From the bottom where I started and the top it ain't no end. Cause I sleep, eat, breathe, live, nails for the win. Ain't no stopping cause I'm hungry and it's deep inside my skin. Outside hanging out the window with my ratchet ass friends. Let's go!
And we are back. We are back. So listen here. That was the story about the geriatric rapper that I met and everything. And I mean, don't get me, I am single and I am available if you would like, but you know what? I've been on Kendra G. If anybody know Kendra G, you know Kendra G?
I don't know Kendra.
So Kendra is a radio personality and she has a show that comes on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and everything. And it's for singles and she tell you like what you like, what you're looking for, and all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So then after you tell them what you're looking for, you give them your social media pages and people come into your inbox or whatever and they try to meet you. Well, that she had 8,000 people on there and I must have gotten number 7,998 and 99 and 8,000 because I got the bottom of the motherfucking barrel on her show too. I'm starting to think of like what I'm about to just start. I'm gonna give me an OnlyFans. I be telling my friends they need to get an OnlyFans page. I'm about to give me an OnlyFans page. I'm just gonna lead with my ass. I'm just gonna get on the thing and just show my ass and because it's like. Cause I swear to God, if Sukihana got niggas following after her, and that motherfucker is
very crazy.
Sukihana ain't the most prettiest
No.
motherfucker in the world, but she
No.
got a nasty mouth. She got them dick sucking lips. Yes, she got them lips that look like she'll give you a run for your motherfucking money.
Mhm.
So but she got the banging body, and she knows she let it be like she about that life.
Yeah.
So I'm about that life. I just don't do a lot of positions. I only do like 2 positions. That's all. I suck dick for like 5 minutes tops. I'm gonna put a lot of spit on it, and then it's gonna be over. It's gonna be your time to do me. Now I'm gonna go first because when I lay down, nigga, it's over. So you gonna have to do. I'm gonna do you. Then you gonna do me. Cause after that, I'm be ready to get some, and then I'm going to sleep. I'm not about to be doing a rag like this. None of that shit. I'm just trying to tell you, okay? I'm sorry if that's gonna stop y'all from sharing my shit. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm putting my credentials out here. Don't expect a lot because you know some of these girls I think the ones that got men, they be coming out and they be saying, well, you know, I like to do this. I like to do that. I like to do it in this position. I like to do it in the booty and all that type of stuff. That's not me. That's not me. Because if you put anything in my ass, I'm calling the police and I'm going to pass full charges on your ass. So I just want to let you know that. Know that for sure. Your ass is going to jail because sodomy, that's sodomizing. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Do I have to do that if I come over to y'all community? We okay with not doing that, right?
You okay with
all right? Cause shit, cause I just want to know, cause I know part of your community they do that.
some of them?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that. So I'm put that on my application. I'm not gonna be able to do that.
Check no.
Check no. No in the booty. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna. No, ma'am. So anyway. We are going to move on to our relationship portion of the show. And today is but if y'all was on YouTube, y'all will see what we are talking about or whatever. But we're going to move on to the relationship portion of the thing. We have a clip that we want to play that is talking about the topic. So go ahead and play the clip for me, Breezy.
I just pray. I don't never want to let nobody ever feel this type of pain.
Family and friends united by pain, gathering to grieve the loss of 20-year-old Kenaya Brunson.
Just terrible. I just pray. I don't never want to let nobody ever feel this type of pain.
Family and friends united by pain, gathering to grieve the loss of 20-year-old Kenaya Brunson.
It's terrible that we have to do this. I would have never thought that I would be burying my daughter before she buries me.
Brunson's parents say she could light up a room with her smile. She
bit,
loved helping others. Her father tells me
show.
she just
But
signed
anyway,
up for
what we're
CNA
talking about
classes.
is,
Want everybody stay close and
situations
one
and
of a
all
lot of
that. But
things out of
today,
life.
What we're talking about is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, we had a 20-year-old young lady who was in a relationship with a 50-year-old man. And the man that she was in a relationship, he was married, and they then she told his wife about the relationship.
Oh, so they were still married while they was
he was married.
And while they was going with the
going with the young girl.
Okay.
And so she ended up telling his wife about the relationship. And when she told the wife about the relationship, him and the brother-in-law killed her.
Killed the 20-year-old?
Killed the 20-year-old. Yes. So what happened was, he called the mother and said, listen, your daughter is threatening to tell my wife about this situation, and I don't want to deal with her no more. He was like, so you need to get your daughter. So that he called her and told her he wanted to meet up with her and talk to her. So when he went over to talk to her, he ended up getting in a car with her and cutting her throat. So a friend of his was standing across the street from the situation. Across the street, and heard the girl screaming, "He cut my throat! He cut my throat!" And he was laying on top of her. And then they called the police. But by the time the police got there, they were gone.
Yeah.
So, about a week goes by, and they found her body, and he had set it on fire in a field. Wow. It was a badly burned, and it was like he had left her car, and like a mile from the car was the body. And the wife gave him an alibi, said that she was with him at the time the girl came up missing. But the friend said, no, I saw him in the car with her, and I saw the girl, saw the girl hollering that he cut her throat.
Yeah.
So the police had got a call, and then they found her dead the next, like a week later in an abandoned field. So, it's just crazy to me because, I'm just looking at it like, now, mind you, on a news clip, they showed her mother, which looks to be about my age, and her father. The father was, they had different last names, which leads me to believe that they weren't married. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking, and he was saying about how she had big inspirations to be, she wanted to be a dentist, and she wanted to be a veterinarian, but she was going to school right then to be a cosmetologist, and she had just got her CNA certification. But one of the things that really bothers me about people is that these young girls, sometimes they be looking for what they missing at home in father figures.
Yeah, because that's a big age difference.
Yeah, what is it that you have in common with a 50-year-old? And what is it that a 50-year-old has in common with a 20-year-old?
Right.
Like, I just don't understand. And then for him to be able to call the mother and say that your daughter is threatening to tell my wife, first of all, motherfucker, you got a lot of nerve.
Yeah.
Second of all, if the mother knew that her daughter was dating someone that had this big age gap, she need her ass whooped.
But not only that, she probably knew he was married.
Yes. Yes.
You
but
call
the
me
thing, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this about Jim Brodus, okay? And that's my daddy.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all this about Jim Brodus. My daddy is the type of person, if a dude comes over my house, he's going to size his ass up. Yeah. And then ain't no dude, I'm not going out with no dude before somebody in my family know who this is. I live here in Dallas, and I still share my location with my sister, my two cousins, and my sorority sister. I am, because this world is crazy. Yeah, but I'm telling you, my father, I was kicked. This guy that I used to call myself liking, okay, he came over to my house, and he was like, I'm sitting in the living room with him and everything. And I thought he was handsome, and my dad came down, and my dad was talking to him, and he wanted, win my dad over. He like, yeah, my dad like, yeah, I got an old school car. He like, yeah, I got old school cars too. And so my dad was like, well, let me take you out in the garage and let me show you my car. So he go out in the garage, and he looking at my dad's car and everything. And then he was like, yeah, I got an old school car, and I'll bring it over when the weather gets better or whatever. So my dad, he sat there and he ain't say nothing. He let us go ahead and talk. He went into the other room and everything. And so I said, so when he left, my daddy came back in there and he said, he said, that nigga got a family. I said,
just off the blue.
Yeah, I was like, Dad, yeah, he got kids. He said, and a wife to go with him. He said, ain't no way in hell he got an old school car, and he as enthusiastic about his car as I am about mine, and he gonna wait for the whole winter to go by for me to see it. He said if he ain't have a wife at home, he would have invited me over to his house to come and see his car. He said that nigga married. But that's because my father gave a fuck and he investigated. You know what I'm saying? Because then I was on the phone like, excuse me, my daddy said that you was married. And then saying? Because my daddy like, ain't no way in hell that you gonna have a car and you as enthusiastic that you went out in my garage to see my car in the snow, and you ain't say, well, come by sometimes, or let Latoya come by and bring you and you can see my car. My daddy said I was like, he got kids. My daddy said, and he got a wife to go with him.
So did he have a wife?
He got a woman.
Close enough.
Yes, they was living together.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they was. If it was a common law state, that shit would have been common law because they still together today. Okay, they still together. Shit. But my point is that it's up to the parents to know who your child leaves with. My mother used to say when guys used to come to my house, this ain't no hoe house. Don't come to the curb blowing for my daughters, and you better not run out there.
Yeah.
You better come up in here and meet me. So it ain't no way in hell that this should have even happened.
But you got to think about, like I talked about yesterday, the difference in parenting is not how it used to be today, like it was years ago.
Yes.
And I ain't that old.
Right.
Come on now. Like I said yesterday, the grandmama started 35.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if they don't know, how they gonna teach their kids if they wasn't taught that? You know what I'm saying? So versus somebody that's older,
right?
You know, you had to go through your parents, and you had to come in the house, knock on the door, meet the parents. But they don't do all that shit.
No, they don't do that no more. But my thing is, what I don't understand is why they don't do that. Because these kids, they act like they're not scared or something.
They not.
These niggas will kill you. They will knock your noodle loose. You hear me? You can say the wrong word. I was looking for stories to do on today's show. Mm-hmm. And I was looking for it to have basically the basis of relationship problems, you know? So I found so many videos, y'all, of people posting videos where dudes was holding gun. They was on Facebook Live and say you gonna have my baby. Say you're going to have my baby. Or if you don't have shot in the wall. And the girl like, stop, I'm going to have your baby. I'm going to have your baby. What? Yeah. They think this shit is cute. This shit is, my mama used to always tell me, if a dude tell you that before I let you go, I kill you, believe it. Yeah. And that was back when motherfuckers were scared to go to jail. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because now they not scared to go to jail because they daddy, granddaddy, and everybody up in there already. So they not scared to go to jail no more. But you have to take serious what these people are saying because these dudes will kill you. Because first of all, they emotionally unstable. Yeah. And they don't know how to deal with their emotions.
That's right.
So I just feel like it was a lot of ways that this could have been prohibited, but I think that in this situation, the brother-in-law, the brother-in-law, the wife, and the husband all need to go to jail because I'm sure that she probably was like, the mama too, but seeing how long the relationship probably went on, ain't no telling. He probably called her when she was right. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I watched the Aretha Franklin story. Aretha was getting it on at 12. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers be grooming these kids. But we ain't gonna talk about Aretha right now because people be sensitive about Aretha, honey. I swear to God.
So did they lock the man up?
Yes, he is now being arrested, and he is like on a $500,000 bond. So they have arrested the brother-in-law and the man.
So they didn't lock the wife up.
The wife has not been arrested yet, but the mother, if we ever get to watch the clip, the mother said that we ain't gonna worry about it. The mother said that they need to press charges on the wife too because she covered and said
that's what I was saying.
And I feel like she is a co-conspirator because she probably put the full court press on him. Like I'm leaving you unless you do something about this. You done embarrass me, and I'm gonna have this bitch walking around in the neighborhood with the people at the church gonna say. Man, I'm gonna take a sip of wine on this. This is brought to you by this portion of the show is brought to you by this Moscato that I'm about to drink. I swear to God. Okay, so listen, y'all. This part of the show, we about to wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And I want to give a birthday shout out to Robin Hearns. Her birthday is on November 30th. Done passed. I missed it, but she told me to shout her out anyway.
It's still her birthday.
Yes, it's still her birthday. It's birthday month. You know how black folks do.
Yeah.
We celebrating it the whole month.
The whole goddamn month.
Yes, I also want to give a happy 50th birthday. I cannot believe my cousin is turning 50. Sherelle LaSure, the big 50. Woo-hoo! Her birthday is going to be on the 10th of November. Mm-hmm. I also want to give a major, huge shout out to the Zeta Eta Sigma chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. It's the Pontiac, Michigan chapter. They just received their Ruby status. I want to say congratulations to you and happy centennial to all the Sigma Gamma Rho in the nation. Happy centennial year. And I also want to close out the show by giving y'all a little inspiration. So this inspiration thing here, I'm gonna do a card over here on here at the end of the show, and it says, "You are stronger than you think." That's today's message. You are stronger than you think. I'm gonna tell you this.
That's good.
Yes, this is because I've been sometimes that I be like, sometimes I don't be nervous. And I be feeling like I should be nervous. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I handle shit and I be feeling like that was too easy. It should be harder. You know what I'm saying? And I be too hard on myself. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you got to realize you're stronger than what you think. And if you got a problem, you just got to go at that shit head on. Ain't no need of pussying around with it. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. All right. I'm just saying, my sister got some shout outs on here. She said, shout out to my cousin, Teresa Hampton. Shout out to Teresa. She said, Teresa Hampton Latoya is your cousin. My sister is the one that's doing all the talking. Hey, cousin. I want to say shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I see my Detroit family and everybody. Basam said, these parents want to be friends with their kids instead of parents. They need to parent their kids.
That's
yes,
right.
And I want to also give a shout out to him because Basam is a guy that's in Detroit, and he is he works at like a gym where he trains with the youth and teaches them how to box and everything. Okay. And that is a good thing to me because when kids learn how to not afraid to do with their hands, they won't be quick to pick up a pistol. They be really willing to test their skills out. So I want to salute you and say thank you for doing that, for your contribution to the youth of today. And so that's about it. So we're going to wrap up. And I just want to say a quick ending prayer, y'all. I just want to say thank you, Father God, for all that you have done for me and making this possible. I want to bless everybody that is I would like for you to bless everybody that is under the sound of my voice. I hope that everybody has a very prosperous week. And hold you tight to your bosom, Lord, until we meet again, y'all. All right, amen, everybody. And I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in. We will be back next week right here on Red Couch Conversations, 5 o'clock on Sunday. I'll talk to y'all later. Our guest next week will be Benny Chambers, my homegirl. She's going to be in town. Benny, get ready. You're going to be on the show, girl. I'm making an announcement. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.